So you've got the new RadioMaster TX16S, and you're ready to throw your Jumper T16 in the trash, which was always the plan to begin with. That's right, all the time I was telling you the Jumper T16 was a fantastic radio, and I was using it on a daily basis. It was all just a long con to trick you into wasting your money, because I knew that a year later, a better radio would come out for a lower price, and I would be able to finally reveal my master plan. So it's time to transfer your models over from the Jumper T16 to the RadioMaster, and I'm going to show you how to do it. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to the OpenTX website, which the URL is impossible to remember, so just type OpenTX into Google and go to the first search result. Then go to the links link at the top of the website. Some people would say that the entire website is nothing but links, but there's a special link for the links to get to the links of the website. So, next, go to the OpenTX nightly builds and choose 2.3 current branch. Now, the reason you need a nightly build is that the RadioMaster TX16X is not yet in a released version of OpenTX. So if you want to interact with it with OpenTX Companion, go ahead, Joshua, get it 2.3. There you go. Then you're going to need a nightly build of the Companion. Now, you're going to want to download the version of Companion for your operating system. Mine is Windows. It's the best operating system. Everyone knows this. If you're not using Windows, just quit now. Don't even finish. Okay, we're going to click on Windows, and we're going to download. Now, there's going to be one of these for every night. It's a nightly build, so a new one is made every night. Just like you brush your teeth, a new build is made. And I'm going to pick the latest one, because of course I will, but I believe you need 8N27 or newer. And we're going to go ahead and install that app just like we would any other app. Fantastic. Now you're going to go to Settings and Radio Profiles, and you're going to add a new radio profile for your fantastic new RadioMaster TX16S. And that new radio profile can be named whatever you want, but I'm going to name it RadioMaster TX16S because of course I am. And the radio type, now this is the part, if you don't download the nightly build, you won't have the RadioMaster here and nothing will work. Finally, I'm going to enable the no heli option because I don't fly helicopters, because I fly quadcopters because they're superior, and I'm going to enable the Lua option because you need that to run Lua scripts. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the SD folder path and the backup folder so that when I make backups of this radio, I know where on my hard drive they're going to go. You don't have to do this, but you can. Next, I'm going to go into the Settings menu, and I'm going to switch over to my Jumper T16 profile. Now, I'm assuming you already have one of these because I'm assuming you've already worked with your Jumper T16 on your computer. If you haven't done that, you're going to need to make a new profile just like you did for the RadioMaster, but you're going to make a new profile this time for the Jumper T16. If you do need to make a new profile for your Jumper T16 because you've never connected to Companion before, this is what it should look like. And most importantly, notice that the build options include no heli and Lua, but also internal multi. That's necessary if your Jumper T16 has the internal multi-protocol module. If you don't enable this option, then the firmware won't be able to use the internal multi-protocol module, and you won't be able to do anything with your fantastic radio. Strangely, the RadioMaster doesn't have this option. I guess it's not optional. It's just mandatory. Whatever. The next thing you're going to do is plug in the USB-C to your Jumper T16. After powering it on, it will ask you whether you want game controller or mass storage mode, and you'll select mass storage, and then these lovely little USB drives will appear. Then you're going to go read models and settings from radio, and you'll see a list of your models. Now I'm going to go ahead and save that to my hard drive just as a backup, and if you've never backed up your radio before, this is how you can back it up in case something awful happens to your radio and you lose all your models. Having read those models from the Jumper T16, we're then going to unplug it from the USB-C, and we're going to go ahead and switch the radio profile to the RadioMaster. And we will get this warning telling us that we need to convert all those models from the Jumper T16 to the RadioMaster. We'll say yes, apply, and it will convert them over. Following that, we're going to plug the RadioMaster into USB after powering the radio up, and the RadioMaster does have two USB ports, one on top and one on bottom of the radio. You're going to use the one on top, that's the one for data. After that, it will also ask you, do you want joystick or mass storage? And you'll select mass storage. And then you'll again read, write, and read models and settings from radio. And you'll get another lovely little window here showing the models on the RadioMaster. Next, we're going to shift-click to select all of the models on the Jumper T16, then right-click and copy those models. Then we'll right-click and paste those models over in the RadioMaster window. We'll get a little warning, and then after we accept the warning, we will have all of those models in the RadioMaster document. And then we will write models and settings to radio. Very important to write the models and settings from the RadioMaster window, not the Jumper window, because there's other stuff stored in the Jumper profile other than those models. And if you write the Jumper window to the RadioMaster, you may change some other aspects of it. So we're going to write the RadioMaster, and then we are done. Oh, well, we're not quite done. I'm going to do a save and just back up these models. I've already got a backup, but just backup of a backup. Sure, why not? There you go. We are now done. All of your models have been transferred over to the RadioMaster, and you can now start using your lovely new RadioMaster Radio TX16S. Vastly superior radio, which I always knew it would come out a year ago when I first started promoting the T16. This was truly my master plan to just warm you up, soften you up for this new, really vastly superior, wonderful radio. Terrific radio. And I hope that you enjoy using it.